y'all, I'm Dashanti. So I promised y'all I was gonna give y'all this video way back in February, and I don't know what happened, but
Huh?
what, babe? What?
You recording?
What do you want?
Did you get that $1,000 I sent you?
Huh? I don't know what happened, but April showed up like 14 days ago. So here we are. So accept me, late and all. But I chose the top 11 questions that were asked of me that I feel like would be more beneficial for y'all, for me to answer. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the first question was, could you see yourself having another career outside of the military? Yes and no. I actually enjoy the military most. Okay, let me not lie. Some of the majority.
Have you ever had a dream that you could?
I enjoy being in the military because you get. Yes, I can see myself having a career outside of the military. I just don't know what it would be, to be completely honest. I actually have no idea. What is the hardest thing about adapting to new places? For me, the hardest part about adapting to new places would probably be starting over, like with knowing people. I'm friendly to a certain extent, but I'm just not like, as soon as I see somebody, I'm like, hey, what's your name? My name is, I'm not like that. So it takes me a minute. And I've actually had, one of my best friends has had to tell me multiple times, you can't be like that everywhere
I don't like that.
you go. Like, every time I get to a new duty station, she's like, open up just a little bit more. Every single time I go to a new duty station, it's open up a little bit more. So that's what I've been trying to do. It hasn't exactly worked out in my favor, so I'm gonna slowly go back to where I was. How was life in the Army? It's a love-hate relationship, my life in the Army, because it's very difficult being a single parent in the military, but for the most part, you do meet some good people here and there, so it's not all bad. It's just like any other career, except it's a lot of acceptance. I don't want to mention, but if you're in the military, you know, you have your differences, but it's pretty much the same. Will you ever be a drill sergeant Williams? That's a great question. I have always wanted to be a drill sergeant ever since I joined. I got smoked my first day in reception, I think it's called reception. Smoked my first day because I kept saying okay when they were trying to tell me to say Roger drill sergeant. Long story. So anyway, I've always wanted to do, I thought it was so cool, but unfortunately as of right now it won't be anytime soon, maybe within the next like 2-3 years if I'm still enlisted, if I choose to stay on this side, but I can't do it right now. What do you suggest to gain weight with the fast metabolism? I can't keep weight on me. My best suggestion, because I know a lot of people who can't keep weight on them, will probably be weights. Like cardio is like your worst enemy. Not saying don't do it, but that would probably be your worst enemy. So it would most likely be best that you do weights as much as possible. Meal prep too. You need to eat more. Even though your metabolism is fast, you want to eat the right things. How do you balance work, being a single mom, working out, and a social life? To be completely honest, it's kind of hard to balance it all. Whenever you're dibbling and dabbling into each one, I can honestly say you're gonna drop the ball on at least one or two of them. So say for example, if I'm just like on point with my daughter, I'm constantly, you know, doing work
with her and teaching her new things and keeping her hair done, you know, making sure I'm taking care of her skin, just like I do take care of her skin, taking care of
just the basic things a parent should do. But when you're on it with your child, something that I've learned is when you keep your child together so much, you lose yourself. Like, not lose yourself, but you lose the motivation to take care of yourself. You're always like, nope, my baby gotta have it. Nope, my baby gotta have it. But you kind of forget that you need it too. You need some love too. You know what I mean? So you have to do both. And then like throwing in working out, like my fitness, it was easier when I was in Augusta for the simple fact that the gym that I went to was off post, and I got a gym membership at a gym. Right? But they had daycare inside of the gym. So every day that I would get off work, it didn't matter what time. It was a 24-hour gym. It didn't matter what time I got off. As soon as I did, I would go pick up my daughter and go straight to the gym. I brought my bag with me. We would stop by at McDonald's or something on the way there for her to get some food. And it was good. It was great. But now, I just got to get it how I live. Like, it's very hard trying to maintain it here because our work schedule is weird. I'm working in a different section now, so it's just a little off. So I don't know how to balance my fitness in just yet, besides me doing it when I get home, like watching, like the live fitness classes or finding HIIT trainings on YouTube or something like that. That's very beneficial, but I like being in the gym and I love me some weights, so there's that. But with having a social life, it's way easier. Hands down, it's way easier when you have friends who also have kids. So when I was in Fort Hood, just about all of my friends that I was close to had kids. So we did everything together with our kids. And if not, like, we took turns. So if whichever one of them was in a relationship, one of us would watch the kids while they gonna do date night stuff. You know what I mean? So that worked out. That worked out perfectly. Oh my God. Ever since then,
it's been trash.
I'm gonna be completely honest, it's been really trash. Now, granted, when I moved to my secondary station at Fort Gordon, I was closer to family, so I was only 2 hours away from home. So because of that, whenever I wanted to go out or whatever case may be, like, my best friends were in Atlanta, like with my family. So if I wanted to go out, I'm driving home, and baby girl is going with family. Uncle, auntie, Gigi, grandma, whoever, she's going with somebody. And even sometimes too, whenever I just needed a break, my best friends would sometimes come to my mom's house just to pick up my daughter and take her somewhere, like, or spend a night with them or something like that. So that definitely worked out, but that's not everywhere. Here, how do you cope with stress and life challenges? I kind of don't cope with stress and life challenges. I'm one of those people who, like, take it and I'll start pouring everything that's negative into one pot, and eventually, as we all know, it starts to overflow, and then you overreact, or you just have a negative reaction to whatever it is, when you should try to stay afloat. That's what I was looking for, but it wouldn't come out. So yeah, don't do that though. I'm not telling y'all to do that. Don't do that. That's very bad.
Ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. Kanye.
Try to, I don't know, talk to somebody, write it down. Like, I have all these great ideas as to how I can deal with it. I just don't. So I'm just like, oh, it's so much work. And it's very important, but it's just so much work.
This was so hard to do. Hold on, nobody do this.
So I just don't deal with it. I usually just vent. I'll vent to, like, my best friends, or, my family sometimes, or my girlfriend. She's really good with it, with helping me figure some things out, or, have me look at things from a different perspective, which is very important. Tell these folks the truth about how we're related. So this is Rocky. I know this is supposed to be anonymously asking me questions, but this is Rocky, okay? I met Rocky in high school because my blood cousin, like, my auntie has the same mom, same dad as my mom, blood cousin came to our high school, and him and my cousin were cool. And because of that, he called me cousin, and just swore up and down since that day, we're blood. But every time I asked him what my mom's name was, he said Auntie Titi. I don't have time. Sure, Rocky, we're related. I don't know how. I guess by association. Let's just go with that. Do you like living in Germany better or the US? Which has better vibes? I like both, but let me explain more so It's cool in my
Why you always lying?
kind of, not so much. So it would be better if I had a group of people, or even just a handful of people that I was like this with, you know what I mean? Even if I could choose, like, my friends would be here, you know what I mean? Like, and we would explore, but I don't have that here. So because of that, it's like I'm in a cool place with the wrong people, if that makes sense. I know it sounds kind of bad because I have my select few that I am cool with here, but it's still new. So I'm gonna give it some time. Oh my God. I'm gonna give it some time. I don't know what she's doing. That's my daughter, by the way. But yeah. So anyway, Rain, can you close your door, please? Can you close your door, please? Cause I'm recording, baby. I need you to close your door, please. Can you close the door, please? Thank you. Okay, there we go. So, the U.S., I'm an American, so of course I'm more comfortable in the U.S. It's just normal. Being in Germany, they have different road signs, and there's a lot of stuff you gotta learn to be out here. But I will say that the thing that I like the most about Germany is that the people aren't, some people may say it, I haven't witnessed it yet, the people aren't as hostile as Americans are, right? So like, say for instance, when I went to the Young and May concert back in February, and it was like a thick group of people, and I just had to be in the front, at the stage. I need to be in touching distance, okay? And I pretty much like bone rushed my way through the crowd, but nobody got mad. It was just like, dang girl, okay, go up there, you know what I'm saying, you know. But in America, if I would have did that, I would have been fighting somebody and I would have missed the entire concert. Let's just be honest. Yes, Rain. Come here, Rain. Can you hurry up? Come on, hurry up. Come give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Love you. Thank you. Okay, bye. Go in your room. Close the door, please. Close the door. Close the door. Bye-bye. Go, little Cheeto girl.
Bye-bye.
It's so cute. I just want to punch you in the face. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so how do you juggle life? What's your sit down and prepare routine for the week? Let's be real. I'm human. I don't have a sit down and prepare routine for the week. I kind of just go with the flow. I know that sounds bad, and I don't like to use it as a crutch, but I'm a single parent, baby. There is no routine. I go with the flow. If I feel like we can get into bed on time,
We gonna get in the bed on time.
but if I don't feel like we gonna get to bed on time, hey.
Yeah, you know, say now, we won't get in bed on time.
At the end of the day, my time frame as far as where I have to be and what I have to do is still the same. But as far as my sit down and prepare, like, this is what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I say that all the time, and I believe y'all do too. We can say it until we blue in the face. That don't mean you gonna do it. But it sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds great. So to answer your question, I don't have one. I go off my energy. So hard to do. I don't know how nobody do this. I just go off my energy. And the last question is, what is the hardest thing to do or get used to doing when you move out of the country? The hardest thing for me to do would be to rely on somebody. So for me, moving to Germany, I couldn't have, I had to ship my car here. It was different from going state to state because I can just, they'll pack up all your stuff, they'll take it to wherever it goes, they'll tell you when it delivers, whatever case may be. And you drive your vehicle to wherever you're going, if that's what you choose to do. That's what I chose to do. Now, granted, in Germany, I had to get my car shipped over here. So because of that, I was here for maybe, it's probably like a month and a half, maybe. Because I could not pass that driver's test to save my life. I think I took it 3 times. Relying on people was the hardest thing to do because people were so wishy-washy. And I feel like a lot of people's true colors started to come out because people are so good with saying, oh, I got you. If you need it, I got you. If you need it, I got you. Like, I'm here. Like, it's too easy. And then when you actually need them, it's like,
I don't know. I gotta see.
or
Actually, I'm busy, or
I had
I'm playing, but I guess.
like that right there. I don't like relying on people. I like having my own stuff and be able to move, come and go as I please when I'm good and ready to, instead of me waiting on somebody else. I don't like it. Pineapples. This concludes my video, my very first YouTube video. I'm actually kind of more comfortable seeing as though this is my 50th time of trying to do it, the video. Make sure that y'all, what do you guys say? Like, subscribe. I mean, you can do the thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like it. If you like it, hey. If you gonna comment, if it's not gonna be positive, please keep it to yourself. My mom always said if you don't have nothing nice to say,
Don't say it at all.
let's go with it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night or day, whatever y'all time frame.